I'm here with Ellis Winstanley. He is the co-owner of Arroyo, and we're in the midst of a pandemic right now, but you guys are always helping people laugh. I think we need to start this off with what goes into the quotes that you guys pick for the Arroyo sign each day.
Sure. So there's a process. There's a group of people. We've got content guidelines that we follow, and we get a lot of user submitted stuff now. Believe it or not, our social media channels have become so active and they've grown so fast. A lot of people want to participate. So every day we get emails and social media messages with lists of ideas. And then we just, we come up with, like last night, we were sitting around, we're like, since nobody's traveling, what happens to frequent flyer miles? Do they all just expire? And so I don't know if we can make something funny out of that, but it was a theme that was floated, and then it'll get knocked around a whole bunch until we see if we can put something together funny around it.
Absolutely. I love that. So do you guys ever run out of ideas? Do you have a stash of them somewhere? How does this work?
So we do them, we have some staged up ahead of time normally that are not like time specific. They're just funny in general. And then as stuff happens in the world, a lot of times we'll have to pull it down real fast and change it to something else that's more fitting or whatever.
Okay, you guys are obviously an iconic Austin restaurant, but the sign itself is iconic, and that has to be kind of fun, a fun job aside from cooking food and feeding Austinites, coming up with these things every day.
Yeah, it's super fun. So it's always just been kind of mainly lighthearted, just joking around stuff. And then when COVID first hit, we're like, man, everybody's like so depressed, like right out of the gate, everybody was feeling so down. So we thought we're going to start posting. We'd never posted more than once a day. And so we started posting multiple times a day just to try to keep people's spirits up. And it was really effective. We got a lot of really nice feedback from people just thanking us for making them smile during all this and stuff. So it was cool.
Absolutely. I've loved them and have gotten some good laughs during this pandemic. And speaking of COVID and everything going on right now, how has the pandemic affected Arroyo?
It's been a very intense experience, I think, for everybody involved, especially people in the restaurant business and the events business. So we had our events business is almost stopped. We have pivoted a lot. I mean, we launched Margaritas to Go. We were the first ones in Texas to do that, and we did really well with those briefly. I mean, our sales went way up. Our costs went way up too. We were able to employ everybody and from our other restaurants and raise wages and do several things to try to take care of our people. And then over time, it kind of, as people kind of settled into the pandemic, it kind of settled off. We're still doing okay sales, thankfully. I think there's a lot of people that are doing a lot worse. I think Mexican food restaurants are in pretty good shape, all things considered. But it's been super challenging. Costs are up, using lots of different. Certainly the operation's more complex than it used to be. But it's hard to complain too much. We're still kicking, and it looks like it'll stay that way. So
that's great to hear. A lot of iconic Austin restaurants have had to permanently close. You mentioned it a little bit there, but are there any other things that you guys have in the works to just kind of keep things going and adapting with the times?
Yeah, I mean, we've continued to launch new products. And so we have a products business that's both e-commerce and through retailers. We sell it's like a little more than 80 products now. We sell to retailers in 43 states and Canada. And we sell a lot online. Interestingly enough, we just got a stat, 38% of our product orders are out of state, which is kind of crazy for a Texas-based deal. So this is like one of the coffee mugs we just did. So we launched this with what coffee keeps me busy until it's acceptable to drink margs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of like themed products where there's a sign content that matches the product that it's going on. So we launched 6 new products, tea towels, mugs, magnets, toasters, stuff back in April. And then we launched hand sanitizer, which we've sold a bunch of. And then we've launched we did a limited time run of yard signs to raise money for the Parks Foundation. And then now we're launching, and that was so popular and people want us to do other different signs and stuff. So we just launched, I think it's today or yesterday, yard signs that say, be the Mr. Rogers of your neighborhood. And so that's kind of cool. And there's gonna be presidential themed yard signs coming up as let people put some kind of a funny message about, what's I'm sure to be a very bizarre election season.
You guys are, really giving people an extra laugh during the day, a reason to smile with these different signs, sharing them all over social media. Where can people find some of these products? And you mentioned online, and maybe what are some of your favorite quotes that you guys have had in the past? And then also back to the food, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
So you can find them on Arroyo.com. There's retail stores all over that have them as well. I like I like some of the snarkier signs. I like the one on the wall behind me that says, "I don't always roll a joint, but when I do, it's my ankle." It's one of my favorite ones. And then my favorite thing on the menu is a Cancun avocado. That's like an open face, fresh avocado with rice and beans and corn relish and cheese, and it's fantastic.
Sounds absolutely delicious, right up my alley. Well, Ellis, is there anything else that you think people should know about El Arroyo or what you guys have coming up?
We're just continuing to innovate. We've got a couple other projects in the works that are kind of secret right now. We'll announce them soon, and then, but we're thankful for the position we're in. We're obviously feel for all the other restaurant folks. Just hope everybody finds a way to hang in there. I think the communities need their community restaurants. So as tough as it's been for the last few months, I hope everybody finds a way to hang in there as much as they can.
I would agree. It's extremely important right now to support local, and thank you so much for your time.